Yo, what's going on, fellas? We are back. We are back. What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Carlos? All right. All right. We are back. So, we streamed Axis football a little bit earlier today. And right now, we got ourselves some maximum. Doug Flutie's maximum football. I'm not sure when the next Redskins video is. Hopefully I could get that recorded and stuff sometime soon. Today, of course, like I said, we played Axis football this morning. The two indie games that came out basically. Axis football more of an NFL professional style game, and we know Doug Flutie's maximum football has a bunch of different skill sets, but this one is mainly a college football game, and it is finally here. So we'll go ahead and we'll just quickly kind of run through some stuff. We'll hop into a game, create a college. We will. I don't know if we want to do that right now. We're going to play a game, run through Dynasty, maybe an entire season, see how that works, and then if we still have time, maybe we'll go through and create a college after that. So this is the menu. It's very kind of bare bones, straight to the point. We have play now, customize, season play, college dynasty, in the spring league, which is practice mode. That's all I've done. I've done a little bit of practice mode, and that is it. So I have not played a game at all. But we're going to do that right now and basically see what they are working with. So, of course, we have a few teams here. All of these teams are completely fictional. Let's see if we could go to. So we have the college rule set. 15-minute quarter length. I don't know if we feel like doing that right now. So let's go to 5. 5-minute quarter length for right now. We'll stay on normal difficulty. I don't know if they have a runoff or not. I'm not quite sure if they do. So these aren't a lot of teams. And I don't know if these are mainly the college teams or not. I don't know. They may not. So scratch that. We're going to just hop into a dynasty. Then we'll play the first game there and kind of just rock with it that way. You can't hear me. Can anybody else hear me? Okay. Let me check my settings. I could turn it up slightly. Let me see. You guys can hear me? Okay. I think this is as loud as I could turn it up. All right. This is as loud as I could go. Okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, this is as loud as I could go. We'll see. Hopefully we can figure this out. So back to Dynasty, college. I mean, I'm just going fast. I want to get through these. Difficulty, referee style. What is this? Fair, strict, off. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking this is where we get to choose our teams or the team that we use. So alphabetical order, of course, they put out a lot. See if we go. They have national rank, Tuscaloosa, so you could pick. All of these teams are fake teams, of course. Richmond Tigers. We are just going to go through. Let's get a somewhat of a decent team so we can recruit pretty well. So I like their jerseys. I mean, I like their. I don't know how the jerseys look. I like their logo. So we're gonna go with Detroit Majesty, who I'm assuming is Michigan, even though they're not in Detroit. This is the team we're gonna rock with for right now. And I think that is it. College 5 minute. Hopefully, there's no runoff. Bam. All right. Yes, we're good to go with these settings. We're gonna play a game. We'll look at all of this stuff. Hopefully, this dynasty mode is in depth. I'm coming off of Axis Football, which is a very, very in depth franchise mode. Hopefully, we get the same experience here. If it's in depth and the recruiting's nice, I can overlook a lot of stuff, including gameplay to a certain extent. But of course, I'll let you guys know my feedback on the gameplay once we get to the actual game. So, saving Dynasty, bam, we are here. So we could customize from this screen. And okay, so we could change our team's info and we could pick other teams. So I think this is where we choose. We have the Classic Bowl. So these are the stadiums that we could use. We don't know what they look like. But team data. So you can edit your roster. Your depth chart. Is this where you gotta go for your depth chart? Your uniforms. And I think that's basically it. Yes, Axis Football is out today. Axis Football is on PC and Xbox One right now. I know they had some issues getting it on PS4. Hopefully that is squared away soon. So I played it on PC today. Right now I'm playing this on PS4. I'm just taking a quick look at, and I enjoyed Axis Football a lot. I really did enjoy it. So Christian Ead, I think it's a quarterback name. He's 270 pounds. So, ooh, we got a pretty big quarterback there, man. All right, so quarterback, you could add a skin tone. You could add a helmet type. Okay, so you got quite a few. They're all Zenith helmets, but I don't remember what he had. You have a couple face masks. You have the visor type, so you could go. Okay, you can go with some colored visors. I don't remember what he initially had, so you can edit the ratings here. All right, so you have maximum speed, strength, agility, endurance, aggressiveness, discipline, intelligence, hands, blocking, strength, pass accuracy, strength for kicking. So I didn't see throw power. I downloaded. I believe this is only digital. I don't think they have any physical copies. So I don't see any throw power. Oh yeah, I do. So arm strength and then accuracy. Okay, never mind. So 86 arm strength, 88 arm accuracy, and then we're back to the player bio. So we'll go ahead and edit out of there. No accessories, which I wasn't really expecting any, but no accessories. Let's see if they have. How do they sort this? Sorted by position, I guess. One issue that I did have was maybe depth charts that way with Axis Football is there wasn't like positions on offensive line. It was just offensive line. There was 5, and then there was 4 defensive line people that played. There was no position. So we're here on offense. You can sort it by formations, which is pretty neat. All right, so you see, do have, I'm assuming, CT center because it's offensive line, fullback, halfback. Our halfback is terrible. Ooh, he's pretty bad. Left guard, left tackle, quarterback. So they have it. It's weird. I don't know what are these receivers? R1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I'm position receiver. So I'm guessing that's just how they have it for whatever reason. So have them there. You don't see the overalls on this sheet either, by the way, which is one way for them to sort it. I'm guessing, are these slots? Or are there tight ends? I'm guessing SB 1 and 2 are tight ends. I'm guessing because we don't have any position. I'm probably not going to buy this game. I may watch this, see if you like it, man. We'll see. I haven't played the game yet, so I'm guessing that's tight end. That's a weird way to kind of phrase it. You have your cornerbacks here. Our cornerbacks are slow. And then you have your defensive backs. All right, this is definitely weird ways to phrase these. Defensive end, defensive lineman, defensive tackle. But these defensive linemen are offensive lineman positions. That makes no sense to me. Then you have your free safety spot, inside linebacker, outside linebacker, safeties. Dude, when I'm saying I am confused right now by these positions, I am 100% confused by these positions. I don't know what a SA3 is. That's a strong safety. Maybe this is a free safety, but then you have cornerback one and you have defensive backs. All right. All right, man. You have your punt team, punt return. All right, so we'll go back to the menu. Not gonna lie, it's a little strange there. All right, so in the offseason, we're ranked 13th. You have our My School, so this is just telling us how good we are at everything. So almost everything is excellent except for conference power, which is just very good. I'm assuming excellent is probably the best. Just my assumption, but that's what I'm guessing. Recruiting priorities. Wait till you see the depth chart. I just looked, man. That made no sense to me. That made absolutely no sense to me. Recruiting priorities, quarterbacks, receivers. I mean, we're good at everything, but we do have our needs. So you need a quarterback, need a receiver, 3 offensive linemen. I'm just going to try to run. I'm going to play the first game, then we're going to try to run through a season and see how everything exactly works. But news and events. Okay, so this is different. This is a weird menu arrangement, I would say the least. How's the gameplay? I have not played a game. I did practice. I'm not going to lie. It looked a little suspect, a little shaky, but I haven't played an actual game. So we will be doing that here in a second. Why don't they just bring back college football? Yeah, the main point is Dynasty mode. If this Dynasty isn't legit, I can't recommend it, but we'll see. So we have preseason recruiting here. You need at least one person on your recruiting board to... Okay, so maybe I have to go here first. So they have the Phil Steele's top 100. We should be able to get some guys in top 100 because, I mean, we're Detroit, but we're ranked 13, so pretty high. But we don't know if any of these teams have interest. We see the top 3. But, headset turned off. We see the top 3, and none of these guys have us in the top 3. What? This is the same top schools for every single team. Alabama, basically, man. We just want to go to Alabama. We just want to go to Bama. Maybe if we go to prospects, we might be able to sort to see if there's any sorting thing. QB1, yes. I bought Access Football. I actually streamed it earlier this morning. I have it on PC. Once it comes out for PlayStation, I'll buy it again on PlayStation. I actually really did enjoy the franchise mode of Access Football. All right, so this is all of the players. So you get your basic, right? So you get your 40-yard dash. You get your reps at 225. So we have a receiver with 40 reps. Oh, that's pretty. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. All right, so these are just all the players. We don't know. He sleeps with the nightlight. I don't know what they're telling us. After playing this, I gotta say X is probably a better option. I haven't played this game, but we'll see. I really did enjoy X's. I don't know what some of these formations don't make sense. I mean these positions. If anybody knows what the SB is, please let me know. I mean he's 6'7", so he's extremely tall. He's 202 pounds. The number one receiver ran a 4.35. He's 6'3". He's only 168 from Buena Vista. I did enjoy Access Football. I like it. I'm going to play a lot more of it today. Let's see. We have offensive line. I mean, I don't know if these guys are interested. So I guess maybe we got to add them to the list first. We're ranked 13, so safety back. Safety back maybe. Okay. Um, it was on the defensive depth chart, so we'll rock with that. So maybe free safety, right? You like him more than this, man. All right, I'm already not liking the menus here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not liking the menus here. We're just adding guys. His mom's a news anchor on television. Okay, great. That's cool. Um, Defensive lineman. Just add a couple of these guys. I don't know how many of these guys we could add. But these guys seem very, very fast. All of them. And of course, they're the top guys. But look, this doesn't make any sense, man. From Nicholasville, Kentucky. That's right where I went to school in Lexington. It was right next to Nicholasville. This doesn't make sense. We have a running back who runs a 4.32, who's 5'8", 292 pounds. This has to be the greatest running back of all time, right? He was always late for class in high school. Who cares? Clearly, this guy's the greatest running back of all time. I've never seen a 292-pound running back who's only 5'8", so he got to be big. Run a 4.32. So we're just it's not a great start. I'm not gonna lie. Also, once you choose your settings, you're stuck with them until the off season. No, okay. So hopefully this I'm just simulating quickly. We're gonna add the running back just in case. We're gonna just start adding guys, just like you said. So a couple SBs in there. Couple wide receiver. These sizes are ridiculous, dude. One skipped 3 consecutive days of high school. Okay, so that tells us what type of person he is. Let's try to get a quarterback. Khalil Rillera. Maybe it's different pounds. It's labels though. I would agree, but it's looking like it's going off the same metric system as us. Okay, we're gonna look at this quarterback instead. Then Karam Klaza. He practices his autographs. He's 6 feet 269. Yeah, we gonna have some big boys over here. Either you're big or you're really skinny. None of these guys are interested in us, by the way. This guy's from Michigan, so we should be able to have an advantage there. I don't know how many people we added to this board. Let's take a look at it. This game got too much hype. Is Gridiron Champions coming out? Is the last I know about Gridiron Champions is they're still working on the game. But I don't know anything more than that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players. Oh, it told me right there in the middle. We have 13 guys here. We can't call them right now. We'll add some more players. Let's go to redshirt so I can get more familiar with this depth chart. And I'm not saying it's necessarily bad that, the wording of a lot of these positions are different. That's fine. I have to kind of figure it out and learn. But we can sort our players from location. Okay, maybe this will help us with learning some of these positions. So we have a bunch of quarterbacks on the roster. We actually have a 75 overall freshman. So he's 5'9", 179. He's tiny. He collects shoes. Cool. We're going to redshirt you. We probably don't need none of these guys here. Wide receivers. Can we just sort it by? We can't sort it at all. Okay. So it looks like our best receiver is a true freshman. We'll keep him out there. Yeah, these player descriptions are funny. I actually don't mind. I spend free time playing Doug Flutie's Maximum Football. I don't mind them. It gives some character to these guys. But I just got to learn all the player positions. So a lot of linemen, like I said, they just title them offensive linemen. You just got to figure out where you want to put them after that. This dude has 99 strength. You can get that red shirt. Really, all of our good linemen seem to be freshmen. Running backs. Where's his speed? Oh, 77 speed. Oh, well, because it doesn't tell you the overall. Never mind. It just tells you the speed and stuff. So that's also interesting. It looks like there's no overall ratings. So you're gonna have to know your roster, which I don't mind. Once again, I don't mind. You're gonna have to know your roster really well. Let's see. Should we redshirt this running back? We probably don't need him. I'm only going through this really quick. So for me, in this purpose of trying to get through really quickly, I'm going to stop. But you're going to need to know your roster. You're going to need to take time to really figure out the roster without overalls being there. You're going to definitely need to look at this roster, which I'm just trying to get through an entire game and then an entire season. So we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll add a couple more guys to this list to recruit. Slot back, that's what it stands for. Okay, cool. There's no tight ends. Like, not one. What? I'm thinking slot back is like their tight ends. Looking at these sizes 6'9", 285, 6'9", 286, 6'2", 250. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, no, I don't see any way to see player overalls. I'm thinking this is their way, though, of showing tight ends. Just like I said before, there's just no way of they don't have any tight ends. So they need to work on organization, man. Like having offensive guys and defense and then back to offense is a little weird to me. They don't have athletes, which is okay. I could get over that. Look at quarterbacks here. Let's try to see if we can just land the top. This guy has 4 or 5 speed. See if we can land the top quarterback while we're scouting. On the depth chart, they'll show the overall all the way on the right. It's not in the actual chart. What? So I believe the only way you can get to the depth chart is going under customize, which we're going to do. It's really, really slow. I pressed customize and it just kind of froze. Hopefully the whole thing didn't freeze. All right. So we go to depth charts. Let's go all the way to the right. No, I don't see it. I don't see anything that says overall. Oh, I see it at the bottom. So I see it at the bottom under available players. I think it's just telling you they're from America. I think that's why they have the American flag. Okay, so you get overalls at the bottom, but you can't see it under current players, only available. So if we say we want to replace our quarterback, we can't sort by just quarterback. So we have to find our quarterbacks. Here we go. But the guy that we have currently starting, his overall isn't there. Okay, so let's say we go with this guy here. You have to press. Okay, then it tells you right there. So 87 overall. So once you select them. Oh, okay, never on the right. It just tells you on the actual right by the flag. Never mind, I'm starting to get it. The overalls are near the flag. That's a weird place to. Okay. Cool. So they do have overalls. You just have to look at it under depth chart. Cool. So we just added some guys. We added 17 prospects. We're just gonna try to get through a season. So we'll just start the regular season. Yes, we want to start. So it looks like maybe he's going to add people to my recruiting board. I do not know how that's going to work here. But I'm very interested to see how the game works. So we had 17 players. They filled out. So make sure you fill out all 35 prospects because they're going to do it for you. if you don't do it. Of course, you don't know the interest. The top 3 teams seem like they don't change. Tuscaloosa, Mobile, and West Carolina, and then you have San Francisco. So the third team looks like it's changing. Everybody on my list apparently just wants to go to Alabama. So there's no way to kind of look at the interest beforehand. But let's take a look at this. This is the number 1 guy in the country, I believe, Dakari Mann. All right, so what do we want to do? We could call him. We can have the assistant coach call. We can send a text, or we take player off the board. So let's call him, and let's figure out. So we have 10 hours. I'm assuming it's like the old NCAA's. It's 10 hours for the entire week for everybody. If this is worth $30, we're going to find out this is worth $30. As of right now, it's a little weird, but I'm not trying to knock them for it. So we're ranked 13th in the country. We're going to talk about playoff potential. Cool. Okay, so we figured that out. It only took 5 minutes to figure out that he's interest. Very good interest. So we could hard sell. How long does that take? That took a while, but our interest is moving up. Okay, cool. Do we have great fans? Are you cool with fans? He likes it, and we're good at it. So, so he hung up on me. All right, so that's that. We talked for 30 minutes, and he got to go. Yeah, the game's only digital. It's only digital. All right, so recruiting. You thought $30 was too much? I mean, it's an indie, man. It's one of those. You definitely want them to make their money, try to make the best game possible in the future. This guy has great potential, elite. So I guess he really wants playoff potential. So I'll see if he wants to go to the league. He does. So it looks like we have basically two cells. I haven't played an actual game yet, Isaac. So the menus are a little confusing to me. I'm not going to lie, but we haven't played the actual game. So if we offer to do the scholarship, let's see if that takes any time away. Yeah, we want to offer him a scholarship. That does take some time away, but his interest definitely goes up. You're probably going to do almost the same thing for everybody. So you can hard sell that. Talk about pro development. He likes that. And then he has to go. So I'm getting the same. I could kind of get two pitches done. So, but it tells you how many offers they have. So, of course, we offered them. So, he has one offer. And you can't go back after they hang up the phone. So, let's see what happens if you send a text. Spend 5 minutes and pitch on lot close to home. But it didn't tell me anything. Oh, it did. So, he got excellent. So, he really wants to play close to home, but it's not telling me on this screen where he is from. So I have to look at it before I click on it. Yeah, I am Detroit Majesty, I believe the name of this team is. I just picked a team that was pretty good just so we could try to see how this recruiting is before we... Because I'm just trying to get through one season here. I'm obviously not going to use this as like my friend or Dynasty team, anything like that. So, okay. So this recruiting could take a while, but I like it. I don't mind it at all. Gonna have to go through these guys one by one. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at the 292-pound running back. See if we can land him. So I'll offer him a scholarship. Bam, he got some interest right away. See if he wants to play for a championship. He's cool on that. Pro development. All right. I don't know where he's from again. Let's go campus atmosphere. Okay, so he has some interest there. I have to wash my hair. Wow. The menus they do lag. They are lagging a little bit. Look at the quarterbacks we have on here. So if you're looking for the most fluid game, this is not it. Not unless of course they change this. Okay, so I think we kind of just offer him a scholarship. So you have 25 scholarships. You have 35 guys on the board. We could schedule a visit now. So once you get into the green, you can schedule a visit. So let's schedule one with him. You invited him to our school. So you don't get to pick a game or anything like that. So it looks like he does not care about going to the league. Interesting. He's cool with the fans. And then he has a vet appointment. So, I mean, the recruiting is cool. I don't mind it taking time, especially once I'm in the actual dynasty where I'm trying to, improve my team and I really want to do this. We're going to have some assistant coaches call. We could choose how long we want him to talk. So, look like it's increments of 15 minutes. We could offer the scholarship, which adds 15 extra minutes. So we get a couple of pitches unlocked. So that's another way if you're just trying to get through this, because right now I'm trying to just get through it right now. We can have the assistant coach call some of these guys. So let's talk for, say, 30 minutes. Is there a way you can see how much time you have left on this screen? Oh, right there, 2 hours and 10 minutes. I do see it. So we're just having some of these guys, assistant coaches call some of these guys. All right, we can start doing just little 5-minute phone calls, and we could get into a game. And I'm interested to see if they, this dude has elite interest, so he's definitely ready. To see if he has had a brain fart. I'm interested to see if the computer, that's what I was gonna say, will scout for you. If for those that don't want to do this, we'll see what they do. Exactly, here for the recruiting. They could keep. Yeah, man. Hopefully, I mean, the recruiting seems cool to me right now. I don't mind it. I need some sort of gameplay, but almost like with Axis Football, if you could give me a solid foundation, in terms of like the mode being in depth, I'm fine. But I enjoy, like, I was one of those guys that enjoyed the old NCAA recruiting. I'm talking about like NCAA 12, 11, 10 more than NCAA 14, because I do like going in and calling guys and seeing what they're interested in. I just think it's a little bit more realistic that way. But you never know. I always are interested to see how they get off the phone. It's pretty funny. Quick side note. I know some of my friends know this. The weirdest call back in my playing days, when Appalachian State called me, man, while I was going to the bathroom, and I had dead ass had like a whole 20-minute call with the coach on the toilet. So if I could have that, some of these wild descriptions that they have going on, I'm not gonna complain with them. You like NCAA 14 for simplicity? Yeah, it's simple, man. I just like it. I'd rather take more time. To me. So, bam, we got that done. We're on week 1. You see stats. We'll look at that after week 1. Bowl games, playoffs, schedule. All right, so we have our schedule right here. So this is all the week 1 games. Then you see the conference. We're at the top. We are Detroit. So let's go ahead. We're playing Indiana Catholic. So you could play, simulate week, simulate season. All right, so we are a 77 overall. They are a 75. They're ranked number 34, ranked number 13. So I'm assuming this is a Notre Dame kind of team. Fair officiating, normal difficulty still, and then we have the weather. So let's go ahead and hop into the game and see how this game plays. Don't sim. It sims every game one at a time. That's not cool. I would love to be able to get NCAA 06. I don't have a PS2, man. NCAA 06 is a great game. I don't think I have it. There's this there's a cable that you could buy that you plug into the back of a PS2 that upscales it to 720p and puts it in HDMI format. That's how I play a lot of my PS2 games. So that is or you can always get an emulator if you have a PC. But if you ever find a cheap PS2, definitely do it that way. NFL 2K5 is the best NFL game of all time. Yeah, I enjoy NFL 2K5. I enjoyed Madden 2005 also. I think that game got underrated because 2K5 was so good. Madden 2005 was kind of right behind it. Okay, so we have our guys kind of throwing the ball a little bit. I'm guessing as we warm up, we're gonna receive. Let's play offense first. And year 28, man. That's dedication right there. I wish I could get to 28 seasons in the franchise mode. That's my goal. I get happy when I get to like 10 or 12 seasons. So, all right. So we're not going to fair catch this. We are going to run. I should probably look at the buttons. that might be beneficial. Let's see if we could pause this and look at the buttons really quick. So I don't. We have help. Okay, help. So we get the buttons right here. After the snap, you could take a knee with L2, scramble L1. Okay, then seems pretty basic. Pre-snap, view play art. Cycle defenders with L1 and R1. So that's how you. Okay. Dive, square, defend, intercept. Closest defender sprint is X. Taking me the end zone. Juke is with L2 R2. Spins the L1 R1. Okay, so it seems pretty straightforward. Let's see here. Formations. Oh, we have to click. Okay, play calling screen is interesting. It's definitely interesting. Let's go with this gunshot counter. Oh. That was there's no pitch button. No, I did not see a pitch button. I don't know if there's options on here. We have running plays, we have passing plays. We only have a few running plays. Not a lot, but here we go. We have an option pitch. I have no idea how to pitch the ball, but we're running an option pitch. Oh, I think we just throw it to him, maybe? That, I don't know. I try to press R1. All right, that didn't work, so now we got to throw the ball. All right, 3rd and 14. No, they don't drop back at all for you. Oh. This game is a little laggy. I pressed circle and it took it like a good second before he threw the ball. If you guys have played this, let me know if you had that same feel to it. Okay. Okay, clearly I did the punting wrong. I don't know what. Okay. That was it takes 2 seconds to throw the ball. Deep routes take longer, more lag. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping, man. You can't see the play art on defense. All right. So that pass is incomplete. So my initial reaction, if you guys want to know my real initial reaction, um, I just played Axis football, so I just played another indie game. Here we go. I can't see the player right there. I just played another indie game, and that game played a lot better than this. Even though this may have more animations, I guess technically, um, it was way more fluid. This is not fluid. But of course, we're ultimately here for the recruiting. Well, I am. This is not a fluid game. It is extremely kind of laggy. You knew I was gonna like Axis more. Axis, I enjoyed Axis football. I really did. Um, ah, it's just a I really want to like this game, man. I really do. Yeah, man. This Notre Dame versus, yeah, I think this is Notre Dame, man. I think Indiana Catholic is their play. I'm definitely getting access when they release on PS4. Yeah, hopefully it's no different than the way I showed it earlier today. I was on. No, it's a sec. There we go. I was on PC, so I don't know if it's gonna be more laggy or slow or anything like that. But um, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good, man. So this is a uh about a it's a long field goal. Like what? Just under no, wow, he made it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it was only one full time developer and two part time developers. X Football is a completely different company. Um, completely different company. I'm not sure how many people they have working on Axis Football. I'm sure it's not a lot. This game got more hype than Axis Football. Mainly, Axis Football is more of a franchise, like more of an NFL type of. It's not 100% NFL style, but it's that type of franchise mode. This is more of a college experience. But Axis Football definitely has more of an arcadey type of vibe when you're playing it. But it's more control, a little bit more fun than this, to me. This looks better though, graphics wise. So now we're $30. You still gotta pay for it. Facts, man. It's facts. I like the gameplay of Axis over this style. No, I agree. It's still a video game. Sometimes you want stuff to kind of just be fun and work. There we go. Got a nice little run right there. Okay, we're doing something. Maybe another run. Is this blast? This might be a handoff and shotgun. Dude, that linebacker is right where I'm running the ball. How does the audibling work in here? Okay, so it looks like it's from this formation. Phew, completion. So when you throw the football, it's definitely going to take 1 to 2 seconds before they actually throw the football in here. So if you get the game, you're gonna have to make that adjustment. You're gonna have to be more of a timing guy. No, I don't think this is getting online at all. Should have done a GoFundMe. Possibly, man. Possibly that could have been a better. This lag is crazy. Could have been a better way. Am I gone though? Okay, Earwood. He's gone. He's gone. Touchdown. There we go. We get on the board. I'm not sure if this is the unpatched version. I seen something on Twitter. I didn't even check. Could you see? Let's see if you could. No, I'm on the patch version. I have 1.01. So, this is the patch version. The App State recruitment. Yeah, man, that was something. That was definitely something. I didn't tell him I was on the toilet the whole time though. We had a normal conversation. But let's see if we could get the. I don't know how kicking. We made it. I don't know how kicking's supposed to work here. I don't know if they want me to hold it longer. You just looking for same. I think a lot of people who are attracted to this game is because it's just a college football game, and they're willing to kind of put up with a lot just to have a college football game. Come out with another patch. I'm sure they will, man. It's release date, especially in this climate. It's 2019, man. No game is actually in a good state. I feel like in 2019 on release date, which is unfortunate, but I just feel like that's what we're doing. That was a terrible kick. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with this game if you want a college football game. No online at all. No online. Oops, I keep. All right. There's no strafe either that I'm aware of, so that sucks for me trying to. Wow, we got beat deep. Ooh. No, Axis is 30. At least on PC it's 30. I'm sure it's gonna be 30 everywhere. There we go. Good tackle. You wish you saved your 30 for Axis, man. I mean, Axis, if you're on PlayStation, we don't know when that's going to come out for PlayStation. That's the only bad part. But if you just don't mind an NFL game, if you just really just wanting a college game, I mean, this is it. This is what you have. I didn't see a spectator mode, but I'm sure there has to be. You probably. I didn't select my team either. I don't know. I think I did. Maybe you can have the computer play against the computer. I would hope so. Is he gonna? Okay, he's not gonna catch the ball. All right. Next week is the plan for PS4. That's perfect. I haven't tried emulating NCAA 14. I've tried 12 on the PS3 emulator for PC, but like you just said, textures, all that stuff isn't going to be there. Um, let's run this cowboy. See what this is. Okay, spin move. I thought it was a juke move. Got L1 R1 spin moves. L2 R2. It's the is a toss. You guys see this ace toss is under passing plays. I don't know if this is a run or if this is like a toss play. I'm gonna run it. This seems interesting. This okay. I don't know what just happened there, but my running back is getting yardage. We'll take it. Let me go. They got a wheel route right here. Did my Did y'all see how my center just went off sides? The man just took the ball and started running. That's funny. That's funny. Let's go with empty power. Gonna kind of there. No, it's audible because they're clearly stacking the box. That's that 2 seconds to throw because I definitely clicked X. All right, 2nd and 23. I'm one of those guys that don't get mad if EA made a completely fictional college game. I know some people, man, I press circle, man. This throwing is definitely annoying. I know some people though that won't buy a college game without the actual licenses. I wish you guys could feel what I'm talking about with the delay in throwing the football. Is he gonna catch it? Nope, incomplete. You understand? Yeah, man. It's bro. How do you punt the? Maybe I gotta go super. I went fast before, then I went slow that time, and that seemed to work. So maybe you gotta just go insanely quick with the stick. Oh, what a shot! Touchdown. Could have just buy 18. I think 19 is actually a better game. I definitely think it is a much better game. So I will wait. I believe what 20 or 18 is like what $20. So it's only $10 difference. I'll definitely wait until 19. Okay, so this game, yeah, they got pumped for an extra point, right? I lost all my progress 3 times. I'm gonna try one more time. Create my dynasty. I didn't have. I didn't edit anything on my team though, so I haven't had any issues with that. But I did the recruiting. I like the recruiting. The menus are kind of slow, but I like the recruiting. As long as you're patient and you're not trying to get that quick experience, I don't mind it. Yeah, man, I like the recruiting gameplay. I don't think it's it. Recruiting though seems like it'd be pretty fun. I can tell you right now, when I make my dynasty, I'm still gonna play this game, man, just because I like NCAA. I'm gonna try to, force it out, but um, I'm gonna make a running team because running is way more fun than trying to throw the football. Because throwing the football is annoyingly laggy until they fix it. I have no idea if the recruiting is hard. It didn't seem like it. I mean, I obviously have to get more than 1 week in, but it didn't seem tremendously hard at all. But then again, I got a good school, so I could try to like see what the top recruits look like. We got sacked, man. Don't I have a pretty quick quarterback? Let's try to run. Yeah, the recruiting looks okay. It looks pretty decent. So that's what I'm gonna sink most of my time in, because I may be simulating games with this gameplay. Ooh. Did y'all see that throw? I mean, I always like to buy these games just to support the developers, man. They're trying something different for you guys, so that's why I always like to try to support. How do I? I can't look at the play art. Cool. And we get sacked. Nobody blocked. All right, let's try this punt thing one more time. We'll go really quickly this time with this left stick. There we go. So you got to be super quick with the left stick. That's how you're going to get the punt. Run right up the middle right there. Oh, man. Oh, they got the QB slide in the game. Okay. I'll play the recruiting and all season stuff while simulating the games. The gameplay just seems so bad. Athletic director. That's how it's gonna play for me too, man. Don't worry, cause this gameplay right here. Like I said, if I do play games, we're gonna be a running team because the throwing is definitely irritating. You guys will find out how laggy it is. One thing I wish, man, if this had the gameplay of Axis Football, and I don't want to keep comparing it. I know it's two different companies, and all that stuff, but it will be. They have more animations here. Axis Football is a little bit quicker, way more responsive, at least on PC. I have to keep saying that because I haven't played it on console, so I don't know if it's going to be a little different. But and there are announcers on Axis Football. I mean, to me, yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of gives something to listen to. Here they have more fight music a little bit, but this gameplay to me just is not it. and this game takes forever. I was on. I felt like I was in and out of the Axis game. One thing that's funny though is that Axis football, when you kick the ball went extremely high. In this one, when you kick the football, it like barely leaves the ground. So completely two different takes for sure. What a throw. Yeah, man. If you guys don't mind simulating, I would say go ahead and give this game a shot. But wow, okay, he is gone. All right, so we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more possession on the offense. Then I'm gonna just simulate an entire season and see how that plays out. Make the field goal. Upset alert. Definitely. I mean, they were ranked 34, so they weren't awful, but definitely. If we play this whole game, it would definitely be an upset, unless we figure something out offensively. No, you're good, cause I know you're not talking to me, man. Madden 20 franchise really good in your opinion? Madden 20. I mean, it's relative, man. Over the last few years, yeah, Madden 20 probably has one of the best franchises. Definitely this generation. Um, Madden 20, when I go back and play the PS2 versions, of just me playing games as a kid, is still lacking so much, man. Even compared to Axis football I played this morning, man, it's just lacking a lot for me. All right, we're going to have to audible because once again, they're stacking the line. It's like they know all I could do is throw the football. I mean, run the football. You just had to get rid of that quickly. All right, let's go with my quarterback's pretty quick. Okay, that was probably one of our best plays. Is just running with our quarterback. Let's see if we can take a shot deep. Pressure is coming. He's wide open. Make the catch. There we go. Of course, his name will be Fuel. Touchdown, man. Is there a flag? Oh, roughing the passer. Oh, yeah, we're declining that. There we go. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the upset wasn't going to happen. Maybe we could have pulled this game out. But we're going to get back into especially before my battery dies on this controller. I'm gonna try to get back to the season, see how that thing plays out. Maybe we could play a little bit of season number 2 if we could get there. So if we wanted to leave in the middle of the game, do we just quit? There's not going to simulate. Nope. All right, so it wasn't going to simulate, which is good to know. All right, so going to the schedule, we did the recruit. Oh, you can resume. That's cool. So you can, if you quit, you can resume the game. If we simulate it, it's 17 to 14. Let's see if it simulates from there or if it makes a completely different simulation. Because that would be neat if it could simulate from there. And it seems like it did because the score ended up the same, 17 to 14. All right, so if we want to simulate the week, I'm scared to see how long this is going to take. Oh, I see what you mean. It literally does go game by game by game by game. Ooh. That is that's gonna be a while. This is one of those you simulate it, you go leave and go do something else. Or definitely take out your phone. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This is a live stream. It's not like I could just cut this out in the video. Oh man, this is definitely gonna take a while. Definitely gonna take a while. Like I said, man, I don't want to bash the game. I definitely don't want to bash the game, but I have to be honest, right? I have to be honest with how I feel the game is. Dynasty mode has promise. I'm supporting them. You hope one is one of those in a few years this thing could be fully fleshed out. The gameplay is not it. I did not enjoy it at all. I mean, Axis Football is an older game. Not an older game, but it plays like an older game. But it plays like a game that was good, like in 1999. You know what I mean? So this felt like it was never. It doesn't feel like it was ever a good game, like any year. So hopefully they could patch a lot of the hopefully they could patch a lot of the like lagginess of it, or try to speed up the game, or kind of something. But honestly, man, this is a, you want to support the developer by you, or you're going to recruit and wait for these long simulations, or this may have to be a wait, man. A wait till it's definitely on sale, or just not get it all together. That sucks for me to say. It's definitely not it. So I appreciate it, man. I don't know why I'm just naturally more patient. It's funny because my wife's name is Patience. But yeah, man. I mean, this league news right here seems cool. Have players been declared ineligibility for recruiting due to discipline reasons? Okay. Somebody's been suspended. Somebody returns to active roster, suspended for failing academics. Like this game has the potential. It has the potential. Okay, so we're looking at stats. Can we see individual stats? Here we go. We can. Cool. So, okay, so it automatically sorts. So you see 3 touchdown passes was the most in the game. Yeah, rushing yards. 108 was the most rushing yards in the game. I'm trying to see. There we go. So they do run with quarterbacks. That's what I wanted to see. We did have a quarterback with 85 rushing yards who wears number 22. the okay, I guess number 22. But that's the type of stuff that I could get over. I just don't like it. But the funny thing is, um, 6'6", 273, and you ran for 85 yards. That's funny. Oh man, all right. This is doesn't look like a bad game. I don't like the depth. Sorry, and the gameplay isn't very good. The gameplay is not good to me. All right, so we had a week of recruiting, so now we're bouncing back. So the offers do update. So another team offered this guy um, after we did. So I mean, you schedule visits, you just don't pick a game after the visit. The animations are horrendous. QB 22. Who does he think he is, Doug Flutie? Apparently he does, man. Apparently, he's really wanted to be in this, be like Doug Flutie. That's why he went with 22. Oh, I don't want to hang up. I just want to close this. So apparently my coaching reputation is excellent, which I don't really know why in my resume because I just started playing. I feel like that should change with the coach or the team that I made. Yeah, running. Like I said, man, if I'm playing this, I'm gonna be a running team. Definitely a running team. My game froze. Oh gosh, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't need this freezing, especially how much time this thing takes. You have to be you have to be patient for this game. Let you know that now. You have to wait, and it's going to be slow. Um, it has the ideas. I hope mine didn't freeze. Okay, it has the ideas. It's just has the execution, the execution. But like I said, it's a two-man team, a 3-man team. One guy's full time. The other two guys are part time. So I don't want to give them a hard time. I said time a lot right there. But mm, no, I wouldn't say. Hold on. I wouldn't say I'm like you know I'm excited for this game like I was before I downloaded this game. Oh, he does not care about the fans at all. I feel like playoff potential is going to get a lot of people there. Pro development, I mean, this should let's do a soft sell there. I don't know if that bar fills up. Do they sign? I don't know. We'll try to. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do for time purposes, man. Because I just want to get through a season. This thing's gonna be so slow. We're gonna recruit just a few guys. I'm gonna recruit them heavy, like super heavy. These few guys. See if we can sign them. See what their overalls are like. So of course we get these guys here. You can't redo the like your depth chart, at least that I'm aware of. So of course these top few guys we definitely want. Bunchy Canales, just because he's 5'8", 292. I'm never gonna get over this, man. He's 292. He ran like a 4.3 40. You see the interest there, so nobody's in the green. We're in the green, so I don't know why that hasn't updated. I feel like it should, but hey, man, who knows? So let's talk about the tradition that we have. He does not care about tradition, media spotlight, but he cares about that, so that's great. Trying trying to find what's elite to him. Like, what is he? There we go. Bam. Coaching resume. Man, his cat has a vet appointment too. Why does everybody have cats over here? Yeah, man, he's 292 pounds, running 4.3. That's why that's why we want him. We're the only school that offered him a scholarship. So did we have a visit? Ah man, maybe we did have a visit. I'll try to do that next week. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna try to get this quarterback. He's ranked 16 in the country. We invited him. He looks interested. Like I said, we're not going to scout everybody just because I really want to like just do a season and see what like the off season is like and all that stuff on this stream. If not, I'm gonna be here all day. I'm looking at a 6'5", 260-pound corner. Dude, these are randomly generated. Like they have to be. There's no other. All right, so that's all we're gonna recruit. We're gonna recruit these top guys right here. Let's do the top five so I can just know it's the top five guys. We're gonna recruit the top five guys on my list. We're then going to recruit that 292-pound running back, and then we're going to recruit the who else was it? The quarterback. I don't want to hang up. All right, so he hung up. All right, so once again, I think we have to go through game by game by game, which is really, really annoying. Like crazy annoying. And didn't do our game yet. Okay, we should have just simulated our game first. Could we do that just to see if we won? No, I probably shouldn't have canceled it. Now I feel like that's going to take forever. Or it's going to freeze. Okay, no, it didn't. We're playing Michigan Coast. I don't even think we're ranked anymore after that one game. Okay, so we beat Michigan Coast. So we're 1-1. There we go. If you simulate the whole season, dude, if I really want to get to the off season to see what that's like. But if I have to go through game by game by game, week by week by week, 23,812. That's funny, man. It's true. Man, this is the year 2019, man. I would feel like simulating shouldn't take this long, especially a game like where I don't think the stat tracking is like that. Man, all right, so here, game 40. 40 of 58. Do I think it's worth buying? I'm gonna be real honest, man. Unless you're okay with waiting, like this simulation, and the menu's kind of being laggy, the recruiting looks like it could be fun. The recruiting looks like it could be okay. The gameplay wise, I just don't enjoy it at all. Um, so it's worth the $30 to support and to do recruiting and simulating. I don't regret spending the $30. But would I be playing every game in the season? No. No, like there's no way I'm doing that unless there's a patch that makes it a little bit more responsive or I'm missing something. Um, no, but I mean, I don't know. I'll play Axis way before I play this. Well, I'm definitely going to play that, but this is it's slow. Everything is sluggish. It's just if they can speed it up or something, then yeah. But everything just seems super slow to me. Okay, so we're back to recruiting these guys. It looks like I don't know. Besides this guy, who's definitely wants to go to West Carolina, it seems like we should have the most interest out of any player. No, so let me schedule a visit before. Oh, I haven't even offered him the scholarship. Should probably do that. All right. So we'll do that. Talk about that. I don't think we. Well, never mind. He's gone. We should get him. I feel like we should get him. Yes, these are the top two guys in the countries with no scholarship offers. That is crazy to me. So it's offers. So you can't like scout these guys. So we don't know how good they're going to be. Which I guess is one thing it is lacking is scouting because they unless maybe in the off season they have it, they don't have it here. All right, let me. All right, so we're just gonna chill on that for a second, dude. I'm sorry. See, I don't know what's going on in the chat. Seems like everybody's getting irritated. So you can come back in a few minutes. Let's just chill for a little bit. That was me deleting the messages. So, like I said, I don't know exactly what's going on. It's hard to keep up, but all right. So it looks like you have two hard sells, like regardless. I haven't had the ability to hard sell a prospect more than twice. So it looked like it looks like that's like the max you could hard sell. Schedule a visit. Um, well, it looks like you just have two. I don't know. Like I said, it's a game that I think will get better. I hope it gets better. Um, of course, you want these games to succeed. Competition is only good for consumers, right? So, hope it does get better. But for right now, to me, it doesn't seem like it's it. What's your favorite football game? If you mean like just right now, I mean it's not a lot of options, right? It's you have Madden, that's a solid game. I don't think it's terrible. Let me get that running back the 292-pound running back. Um, I definitely did enjoy Axis today. It's not gonna be for everybody. I know that. Um, and then this isn't gonna be for everybody either. All time is basically the 2005s. I think NFL 2K5. I think Madden 2005 are probably my favorites. You have to throw Madden '08 on PS2. I'm talking about the PS2 version of that up there. NCAA '06 on PS2 up there, and then Madden 2012 on the 360 and PS3. I really enjoyed. I really liked, you draft a guy, you don't know how good he is. You have to play the preseason. Then the ratings changed, and I like that. Thought that was pretty cool. All right, I feel like this guy has to like sign at some point, right? Once we figure out what he likes. There you go. And the All Pro Football 2K8. Don't sleep on that game. It doesn't have franchise or anything like that, but just like the raw gameplay of All Pro Football is probably to me the best gameplay of any game to this date. If you ever see it cheap and you still got a 360, you still have a PS3, get All Pro Football. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know if we're gonna get through the entire season. I've tried to recruit to try to get these guys to kind of see what they're like. We're gonna go till this battery is about to die on this camera, but this is gonna be a while. This is definitely gonna be a while. So we're about to just sit back and chill, cause are you talking about the customization on this game is better than Madden? If you're talking about creating the team, of course, Madden you can't do that. So I mean the customization is pretty cool, but still no accessories, anything like that you could change. You could change the helmet, so I guess in the visor. So I guess that is some type of customization, but let me go back to arena football. I used to like those games, man. I still have the original arena football game. Have that. I have a lot of PS2 games. I feel like that was like the golden era of like single player. So like franchise and dynasty modes and anything really single player. And even challenges because it wasn't kind of dumbed down and made for everybody and simplified that the way that they make a lot of the games now. Um, so I have a lot of the old PS2 games and even some of the 360 PS3 era were kind of like that. Now, of course, it's microtransactions and making it simplified, and then ultimate teams and my careers and all other types of ways they can monetize. But I just like the old, sit down, play your franchise. That's like the meat and potatoes of a game. I'm that type of guy. So, Mark, talking about how I feel about this game. I'm a little disappointed. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash the game, just being honest. I'm definitely a little disappointed in the gameplay. I was hoping it'll be a little bit better. I didn't have high expectations. I was hoping it'll be a little bit better. Um, you could go through and make your whole everything, so that's cool. Make your own school, all that stuff. The recruiting seems cool to me. Even the sluggishness, I don't mind. Right now, I mind because I'm trying to like get through it. So I get through a season. But if I'm just like chilling by myself, I'm not really tripping about it. Would you make him an axis? If you don't mind simulation type of stuff, I really enjoyed Axis Football's franchise mode. I definitely did. So I would recommend that for $30, definitely. If you just tell me you like those type of modes and going into the facilities and having position coaches, I did enjoy that. So I recommend that. This game, if you just really want to recruit, I could see this appealing to people. If you ever want to step foot on the field, this is not this is not it. This is not it at all. At least with Axis, you could do coach mode, or you could spectate. And it's just so much more fluid. Like I said, I had to put an asterisk by that comment because I played it on PC as to playing this on PlayStation. Maybe that could have something to do with, everything going super fast. Simulate everything just went like automatically. This is definitely way slower, but I feel like on PS4 this shouldn't be too much of an excuse for this going so slow. But it's definitely, in molasses when it comes to just moving around the menus. And I still don't understand all the position, the position names, and the overalls not really being there. All right, so let's go back to this running back I want. This 292 pounds with a 4.3. Like, I don't know when these guys start committing. He's coming down for a visit. He has the scholarship offered. One issue I can see with this is it doesn't seem like it's too hard to recruit. Um, yes, you can edit team names. There's no commentary, so you don't have to worry about them saying it or not. You can't edit the team names and logos and colors, and you can edit all of that, which is cool. This game is $30. It's digital only, so you have to go through the PlayStation Store or Xbox Store. But yeah. All right. Hey, Shockley, I definitely appreciate the donation, man. Definitely appreciate it a lot. Sorry for the length of this stream because going through 58 games a week is it's crazy. Sorry for all the questions about the gameplay. Good. See anybody played it? Oh no. I mean, to me, it's preference, right? So I don't want to trash it, but to me, the gameplay was not it. It's very sluggish. That was my main issue with it. Running was okay. Seemed very sluggish. The recruiting is cool. Like the players being suspended, all that stuff seems very cool. Like the Dynasty setup, the foundation is there. The gameplay's foundation needs to be improved upon. The franchise, I think, or Dynasty, excuse me, I think in a few years' time, if I'm sure they're going to get a lot of support. A lot of people have been waiting for this game. They got a lot of content creators behind this game. $30 a pop. They're going to make money. Hopefully which I'm pretty sure they will. They reinvest it back into the development of Maximum Football 20. So I do expect that game to be a lot better. But this is a kind of a stepping stone, right? A building block to something I think will be good in the future. At least they actually made a game unlike Gridiron Champions. Yeah, from what I know with Gridiron, man, and I probably need to make a video kind of saying like my perspective of everything going on with IMV and Gridiron Champions, because you guys know me and Flimlo were one of the first guys that were out here promoting the game. They're still working on it. And it's been a while since I talked to Alex and them, but they're still working on the game. I know there's a lawsuit and stuff, but I mean, this game is out. Gridiron Champions is not out as of right now, so I mean, we're still waiting on that. We'll see what happens. They said 100% of the sales go back into development. That is great. I mean, I'm being honest, even if I barely play this game, which I don't know how much I'm going to play this game, I don't regret giving them my $30. It's like a concept type of thing to me. And if you could steadily improve and build, if you have $30 to spend, now I wouldn't say waste, but to burn, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think they'll do great with the money. They already made great strides over 18. This game is better than 18. I couldn't play 18 like at all. So they're making strides. They're getting people behind them, which is cool. So if you want to support, I definitely, if you're in position to support, I would support. If not, if this is, if you on the list of things you need to do with that money, I would not go out after this right now. I would definitely wait till it's on sale or something. Um, but it seems like they're going to do the right thing with the money that they're getting, and if they can improve the game in the future, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. All right, so this guy, Dakari Man, has 5 scholarship offers now. Still hasn't committed. Um, I don't know when they're going to start committing in this game. I'm hoping since our bar is like full, they already came for a visit. They can start committing soon. Can't support. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's one of those things. If you not in that position right now, perfectly understandable. It's not you're not missing on an experience that's just like ridiculous. That like, man, they're playing the greatest college football game ever right now. Definitely not missing on that. But it's a game I think hopefully will be good in the future. Let me see. I would love EA to go out of business and give connect rights to the NFL. EA is not going out of business anytime soon, man. They have too much money. Too much money. But you hope stuff like this starts creating some sort of comp. EA, they're watching. They're paying attention to what's going on. They know this game is out right now. It's just one of those things that you hope they start taking some of these and putting it into their games, or eventually they start just losing more and more money. But anytime soon, no, they're not. They're not going anywhere. As long as those investors see those microtransactions, as long as they have FIFA going and all that money they bring in for FIFA, and even Madden Ultimate Team, all that stuff, man, they're not going nowhere. They make too much money off of everything they do. Access Football is the all-time worst football game. I mean, that's obviously it's all opinion. I think Access Football, after playing that today and then playing this, is a better game right now. But I love franchise modes, and I feel like it's very in depth. So I could go through and not play games, right? I could go into coach mode, and I could just sit there and go through menus and enjoy it. And this is one of those same things. It's just slower. The menu experience is just slower, which could frustrate a lot of people. I'm a very patient guy typically, so I don't mind it, but I can see it getting a lot of people frustrated. And then the simulating, man. If you're just trying to do like me and just simulate seasons and get through, it's not it. It's not it. So something that's also interesting, really quick. We got all of this like league news, but nothing's happening to our team. Or if it has, it hasn't popped up. Let's go to news and events. Yeah, we don't have anything. Nothing has happened for our team. So I don't know if we just got lucky, but it's something to kind of watch as we simulate, right? If anything does happen to our team. Okay, so we won another game. We're 3-2. We're slowly kind of just hanging in there. Playoffs is out of the question now. We're just trying to get bowl eligible, right? Yeah, man. We're just talking about EA and how I feel about them. I know a lot of people who work for EA, and obviously a lot of them, content creators, all that stuff. The developers at EA and a lot of the people on the team are genuinely good people, and they're trying to make the best game. The problem with EA is that is ran by the higher ups, of course, who are just looking for the money, and they're looking out strictly for Wall Street, right? What their investors are doing, and the investors and the people who invest buying the stocks, they just want as much profit as possible. So all of their decisions are based around how could we make as much money as possible? How can we get people to buy more stuff in the game? How can we just, impress all of the investors? That's basically what they do. With as little work as possible. So if they can make a feature and make it great, like the Pro Bowl, and build it up and make it like the next greatest thing, or even what they were talking about with franchise being something that's going to, constantly be a live service, right? And we've barely got any updates to it, and the updates that we have, kind of, you have to restart it. So that's, the higher ups at EA, I think, are what's making it. They're out of touch, and they're just worried about the money, which, if you're an investor, you want them to do. But the developers, I don't blame them, man. I think they're trying to make I think they're genuinely trying to make the best game that they can. I do wish the gameplay was a little bit better on this game. I 100% agree. Are all the games playable? We'll try that here. I'm gonna do this recruiting. We'll try to see if we could play a computer game. Um, we'll see. I'm just trying to see, when these guys start committing, if they commit at all, because we're kind of getting through this season here, and we're almost halfway through the season. I'm only recruiting a few guys just for time, for time purposes and all that stuff again. But I wonder if we just had the assistant coach call them, right? Because these guys are hanging up on me relatively quick. We have the assistant coaches call them, and we tell them to call for an hour, right? I think they already have a scholarship. Call for an hour. Does this guarantee an hour time? That could be kind of a workaround, Because if it guarantees an hour every single time, you're going to get more time talking. Now, I don't know if they're like pitching these or they're just trying to figure out what they want. But all right, people are starting to go after my running back, man. We have to make sure we get. We have to make sure we get him. It's really the only guy I really care about right now. I know there are two different games. After you played Axis, which do you prefer? Axis by far. I really enjoyed Axis. Like, I'm going to be playing Axis football a lot today. So I have to go wash my hair, of course, dude. Dude has 19 scholarship offers. He's probably not coming here as we keep losing. Hey, we're 3-2. Could we go to 4-2? Let's play Baltimore. We did. All right. Can you play any game? Yes, you can play any game. There you go. And I think you can have the computers play right there too. So it's your answer. You can play any game on the schedule. What do you like about Maximum Football? I like the recruiting. It seems like they have a lot of extra stuff going on, like people being ineligible or suspended. I haven't had anything pop up for like our team yet, but just seeing like the league news there, um, that seems cool. I'm a sucker for recruiting. You give me recruiting and almost anything, I'm gonna be there all day recruiting. So I do enjoy that. But after that, this game needs to be polished. I think it's extremely slow and don't like the gameplay, but I do like the recruiting. Right now, I'm just trying to get through it quickly. But I know, like, off camera or if I did any series or anything like that, I will be spending way more time in the recruiting. That seems pretty cool. I wish they had scouting of the recruits, but we'll take it as it is right now. Seems pretty cool. I like the game so far. Fake or is it good? What's up, Curse? I appreciate you coming back out. No, I mean the gameplay I wasn't a fan of. But even like the 292-pound running back, it's whatever, man. I'm going to I'm trying to recruit him. I'm going to play with him, so we'll see. DBs don't move to the. I'm not going to do anything right now for this. I'm just trying to get through a whole season, so I'm not editing anything right now. Does the off-field news actually affect anything? That's what I'm trying to figure out. 'Cause I see all this news here and it looks interesting. I haven't had anything come up for me, so I guess you will recommend. Yes, I recommend Access, man. Um, I enjoyed it. Now you guys can go back if you're interested in Access and want to see. I streamed it earlier, so I have a video should be live now that you can go back and catch up on that stream. And you can see me playing the game, and you can see the franchise mode. Gameplay is horrible. Content dense. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, man. The concept is great. I hope they build on it. I just don't think it's ready for prime time. It's one of those you can kind of see, as they keep getting better and better and better. Maybe eventually they kind of get to that point where this is definitely a contending game. But right now, it's definitely still in the beginning stages. And I don't know when these guys commit. I had 35 guys on my recruiting board before, and I believe I have 35 guys on my recruiting board now, and I don't see anybody that's committed. So I don't know if I'm wasting my time doing this. I'm gonna start having the assistant coach to call them. I really want to get through a season and see what the off season is like. All right, so we're gonna just start having the assistant coach call these guys. Because, I mean, we maxed out their meter. I don't know if that affects anything or not. We still want to call this guy because this is the guy I really want. Customize the SEC stats. Save the game's play and stats, but not any of the customization. What? Nah, I'm sorry for that, man. That has to be frustrating. This dude has 25 scholarship offers, man. I'm on to somebody with this other guy has a better grade though. This Kalaza guy. Let's start calling him. Cause he seems like he could be pretty decent. Quit while you're a head coach. Sure, dude. All right. Dude, I mean the weight and, and height and all that stuff is just weird to me because you get guys like this 6'3", 175, and 6', 269. This is quarterbacks, man. 6'3", 270. Um, I mean, I wasn't holding against it, you know. You could get some creative guys, memorable guys that you recruit, but just I just feel like everything is kind of in that stage where it's really just like the first time trying this out and figuring this thing out. Wow, we only scored 9 points against Madison. What is that, Wisconsin? Could be Wisconsin right there. But we're getting through the season. We're almost we're almost there. Oh man, this simulating takes forever. Michigan chokes against Wisconsin. Again, man. Speaking of Michigan, man, their season has been pretty bad, right? At least to me, I feel like it's been pretty bad. Harbaugh's out of there. He's out of there. I don't see him surviving this year. I believe Wisconsin is in Madison. I think that's why I got the idea. At least it sounds right in my head. Well, so Axis Football already has mods. There we go. That's cool. I wouldn't mind doing more Axis a little bit later. I'm gonna try to mod it up once since it says the mods are available. Try to see how that works. You don't think Michigan will ever get rid of Harbaugh, man? I don't know. I think it's getting to that point where they're definitely considering it. I mean, I know he's a Michigan guy, but at some point you have to make a move, right? All right, so at least having the assistant coach isn't like buggy or slow. I mean, they get straight to the point. No, I'm still trying to get through the first season so I could, at least give it a shot playing with one of these guys that we recruit. But simulating takes a while. I want to get this guy I just recruited right there. That's the main guy I want to get. I'm just curious to see how he's going to play. See, nobody offered this guy until I offered him. Now people want to start talking to him. All right, so we get to go back to the fun part, simulating yet another week. Detroit State We all know who that is. The rivalry game. See if we could go to 5-3. Nope, we lost again. 4-4. So we're not performing too hot. Chose a weaker school. They don't take your call. It takes forever. I mean, that's cool, man. I mean, that type of stuff is cool. I mean, I just got a good team while we simulate just so we could look at the top recruits. But that's the type of stuff that makes dynasties and franchises cool. It's always the challenge, right? It's not really always being at the top. Well, sometimes being at the top and staying at the top is a challenge too. But I always like, that grind of getting there. So having guys not even answer your call is pretty cool. It's definitely pretty cool. Menu music is, I believe they should have. I don't have anything, but I thought they were supposed to be playing some like fight songs, but I guess not. Coach 44. I prefer Axis a lot over this one. If you're just really into the recruiting aspect, I could see you want maybe preferring this over Axis, which is obviously more of a NFL type of or professional league simulation. But if you're into like any of the business aspects or buying the facilities, upgrading that type of stuff, and scouting, I prefer Axis, and it's way smoother than this. For now, I'm thinking maybe this could be, some of this stuff could be patched once they come up with patches and speed it up. I think they need to speed up this game, but yeah, mine starts in the beginning, then cuts out. Crowd noise atmospheres in there. Yeah, I felt like I've heard it. I heard fight music at the beginning, and then I stopped paying attention. Honestly, I've been talking to you guys, so. But now that I'm paying attention, I don't have anything. So I'm used to turning off the music anyway for copyright reasons. So let's see. So we have a bye week this week. These guys are getting a lot of scholarship offers, which is cool to see though. Except for Angela, we're the only we're the only team that offered them. I don't know if this assistant coach stuff is like even working, but I'm scared that if we simulate the rest of the season without doing any of this, we're not going to sign any of these guys. No, we haven't had any commits yet, and that's what I'm trying to really figure out when they start committing. I don't know when they do because they haven't yet. So man, I enjoy Axis, man. I mean, I'm a franchise. I mean, I'm a Dynasty guy too, but I don't mind being in the menus, and I think just like the actual franchise mode of being in the menus of Axis and the stuff you could do, interested me a little bit more. So that's why I prefer that right now. Oh, this dude loves his. He's all about his education. All right, guys. So we're back to once again, we haven't had any events pop up. So I see all this league news, and I don't know if it's just stuff just to make your league sound like it's, more stuff happening, but I haven't had anything pop up for us. Unless it just automatically did it and we didn't have to do anything. I don't know. But this could get old. It's not bad if you're just like playing every game, maybe, or you're taking the time and just going 1 week here, 1 week there. But like just trying to get through a season, um, like put it this way, there's not going to be any YouTube rebuilds in this game unless they cut out all of this. All right, so we are week 9. See how many weeks they have. They may have the full 15. Do you guys think if we simulate the rest of the season without like the recruiting will be done automatically? Because if so, I think at this point, I just want to get to the whole season and see what happens. I feel like if nobody committed and it's about to be week 10, I don't think people commit in season. And that's what I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think people do not commit in season. Yeah, so we have a full 15 weeks here. We have a game. Is it every week? All right, so week 14, week 15, bye. Also, I don't see a way that you can look at the top schools, like the actual standings. I know you can see when we're ranked. We have recruiting priorities, current roster, our depth chart, and that's it. So I don't see any way that we can see like the top 25, or I'm sure they don't have a Heisman, but any type of list. Oops. Hold on, maybe I think some people left. Let me look at this recruiting board again. So, yeah, we have a lot of news right there. Players committing, but I don't think we had anything under news. All right, so they do commit at some point. A lot of the guys that we offered are gone, but I don't know if we got any of the commits. We have 35 more prospects once again there. But this is also what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of new, and I don't think it's fully fleshed out because I have no idea how to see if anybody committed it to me. I do not like the gameplay at all. It's very sluggish to me. It's very sluggish. Um, if any of you guys that play this game, is there a way that you could see if somebody committed to you? We have zero. We have zero people committed. So we didn't get now one player. Wow, that's interesting. All right, so just for time purposes, man, because we lost our 5'8", 292-pound running back that we wanted. Just go ahead and just simulate the rest of the season. I don't know if we'll do the bowl games or not. We'll find out. We're 5-4. Should make the bowl game at least. And then we'll see what the off season is, and then maybe we'll end it there at that point. After we see what the off season does, because I don't know how much more battery I have left, or we can maybe try to play a game. We'll see. We'll find out. We've been missing out on the recruiting Dynasty experience for too long. No chance to relive the glory days. Yeah, it's gut wrenching to try to play in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think you guys feel the same way as me. We really want this game to be good. Really want this game to be great, actually. Um, it's just not ready. I just don't think it's ready. But very ambitious of them, without crowdfunding, without anything like that, to try to get a game and get it done correctly. I do think at this point, maybe, hopefully they make a lot of money off of this game, off of the sales. I think a lot of the hype is there. I think a lot of people bought this game. But if not, maybe they need to look at, some type of crowdfunding. I think people will get behind it. But it's just, I don't know. Yeah, the team's small, man. It was I don't know if it was, like I said, it's a small team. I think it's a combination. I think it's a small team, and really, when you think about it, unless they were building this for the last couple of years, they went from Canadian football to all of a sudden making the college football game, and trying to put everything in and make it deep and dynamic. And I think it was a lot. Especially for one full-time guy and two part-time guys. So they have a foundation clearly right now that they just need to continue to work on, and that we could just hope, could get more fleshed out as they move on. But this simulation, man, needs to. I don't know why it's just so slow. Yeah, the team is just 3 people. It's 1 full time and 2 part time guys developing the game. Okay, we won another game. We're 6-4. Trying to go bowling. I mean, we should. We were ranked 13th in the country to start the season, but yeah, man, the recruiting, they don't tell you when the guys commit somewhere else, or if, I don't know. They haven't told me if I got any commits yet, but I didn't when I looked at it. So it's going to take a while to get this game on par. Definitely, man. Right now they're doing a solid job overall. I definitely think that for 3 people and for really having, let's be real, 1 year, maybe a little bit less than that, to make a whole college experience, I don't think they did a bad job, especially with the actual game. Like the raw recruiting and stuff, it's a good foundation. It's definitely a starting point. I think it's unfair for people to think it's going to be fully fleshed out this early. It's just, for me, the gameplay is laggy. That's it. I'm not even upset with the graphics, the animations. They could just, make it not this laggy. I could get behind it and I could play it. But everything just seems so slow. From simulating to going through the menus to playing the game. I think that is going to ruin a lot of the immersion a lot of people are looking for in this game. Because during this time, we're just sitting here talking now, but if you're by yourself playing the game, what are you doing as this is just slowly, simulating game by game by game? Like, you're on your phone. Like, I'm on my phone sometimes now, like you're just on your phone. You're You're not as immersed as you should be in some of these games. Typical Michigan choke artist, man. We'll see. They might be choking. We just lost, so we're 6-5 against Bloomington Owls. Who was that? Is that Temple? I don't know. No, or Indiana. Could be the Hoosiers, right? Because they're from Bloomington. I believe that's who that is. Well, the 6-5 record, they definitely need to get a win in week 13. Don't want to finish 6-6. At least get a 7-5, man. You were ranked at the beginning of the season, but defense is giving up almost as many points. So close to bowl contention. They have to win. They can't choke. They have to win this game. I mean, they'll probably go bowling anyway at 6-6, but you want to guarantee that with the 7 wins. Very true about the leg being annoying. I do like the fact that they say seem to have the heart in the right place. Yeah, I mean, I think once they make the money and they reinvest it, and they have another year of producing the game, and you don't have to worry on. So this is my hope, right? You get the foundation of the game mode, which they're doing now. Hopefully, if everything goes okay and they make some pretty decent money, you don't have to make a major overhaul with the game mode. So then they can now focus on the gameplay for the next iteration. It's kind of what I'm hoping. They should add commentary. They should have enough money. I'm thinking they're going to make. They should get a decent amount of sales. A lot of people have been pushing this game, so they should get a decent amount of sales. And $30 a pop, being the indie studio, and the digital only release, it should make a pretty good return. I don't know how much Microsoft or Sony charges. Let's just say they take 30% of the sales, or I don't think they take more than that. Say they take 30% of the sales. You're making a good margin, for you to go ahead and put that back in the game and make a better game next year. So that's what I'm hoping. So we're playing Ohio State. Look at this Michigan-Ohio State game. 6-5 Michigan versus 5-6 Ohio State. In a game that they need to, both teams really need to win, but hopefully we can win it. We have to slowly wait game by game, but we'll see the 6-5 record on the left change whenever that's done. 7-5 though will be, we'll be okay with that. So now worth the buy. Oh man, it's tough. If you don't mind, like you're seeing the simulation speed right now. If you don't mind it just going slow like this, and you really want to recruit, I would say go ahead and buy it. If you want to play the games, week by week and enjoy that aspect of it, I wouldn't give it a buy right now, honestly, unless you want to support. If you want to support and you don't mind spending $30 and maybe not getting, maybe only getting a few hours worth of entertainment out of it, that's cool too. But that's kind of where I'm at right now, if that makes sense, about this game. All right, so this must be one of the last games of the week because they still haven't simulated our game. And we won. There we go. Taking down Ohio. Look, Ohio State is going to miss a bowl game at 5-7 if they have the correct logic for bowl games. They shouldn't miss the bowl game there. I think the hype was about the college dynasty and full customization of all the teams. How's that shaping up overall? The dynasty, like I said, it's just slow, but I have no issues with it. There's some small things that kind of, I don't like. It's difficult to see the overall of your players unless you're in depth chart. I don't like that. of course, what else was it? Not really seeing the interests of the players beforehand. Um, I mean, I guess I can't get too mad at that because it's kind of realistic to a certain extent. You don't see the top 25. I haven't really messed with the customization too much. I just wanted to see what the season and the raw experience was like. But if you're just looking for a college game, oh wow, look at that! I was just talking about it not being polished, man, and we get that. That's not cool. It's not cool. Hopefully it auto saved. I think it saves after every week. So let's hope that it does that. But it's the first crash that we had on this game. No other crashes until just then. So there we go. We got menu music back. All right, so let's load up the Dynasty to see where we are. All right, week 14. So it did auto save. So we'll just go ahead and simulate the rest of this. The sim speed, man, is it's definitely long. And I believe week 15 is only the one game. Then it should take us to the conference championships. Then we'll be at the bowl games, and I don't want to play the full bowl game, but I will if we make it our bowl game. I will load up the bowl game. Maybe play possession each. I want to see if they change the field for a bowl game. Hope they add commentary, update mid-season. Who knows? I don't know if they'll. I don't know. I don't know if they'll add commentary. Maybe at some point they do though. All right, so here we go. We're done with week 15. Should be the conference championship games, I believe, and then bowl games. Or maybe we don't have conference championship games. That's starting bowl games. It's interesting. Yeah, if you're looking for a well-rounded game, you can stick with NCAA 14. I don't think you're missing much here. But if you want to support, then definitely go ahead and support. You probably still play NCAA a little bit more anyway, but unless you don't have that console. Operation Sports has their own bowl game. That's pretty cool. So these are all the bowl games. So we are not in a bowl game. Okay. 7-5. There's a lot of other 7-5 teams, but I guess they didn't want to take us. Okay, so let's just gaming tailgate. All right, so this is the California Classic Bowl. It's just I don't want to play a full game, but I want to see if they do anything to the fields. So I guess we'll play as Reno. Reno Rats. Only a 75 overall. They were 9-3, and they're ranked. So we'll just play possession each, and then we'll quit out of this and try to get to the off season. That's really I really want to see what the off season is like at this point. But if you didn't get to see gameplay, you're gonna get to see some right now. Our referee is Bill Juby today. Okay, so it looks like they just changed the It looks like they just changed the center of the field. So they do though. I just wanted to see if they do something different or give you, different end zones or whatever. Yeah, we could get into a playoff game also, or at least a championship game. But I just wanted to see this bowl game real quick. All right, here we go. We have one position. This looks like the exact same playbook that we had. I don't know if they had different playbooks. It looks exactly the same as what we used earlier. Okay, they're in the box. And we get sacked right away. It's great. From what I know about Gridiron Champions, to my knowledge, is that they're still planning on developing the game. I know they got a lot of funding, but I don't believe that the actual development of the game has started. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't talked to the guys in a while, but that's where I'm at. All right, man. I can't. This game is so frustrating. All right. Let's just run the ball because I enjoy running the ball way more than passing the ball. I don't care if they stat the box or not. Okay. Yeah, the gameplay definitely feels sluggish. All right, we're gonna just take a shot real quick and let them play possession, and then we'll head into. It's supposed to be a hitch and go, and I don't know what happened there. Oh, what? Oh, incomplete. It's just straight broken. I don't know, man. The gameplay just, like I said, to me, it's just not very good. Roughing the passer, even for an indie game, I just don't feel like it's that great. All right, so you guys see my battery's definitely about to die now. Let's hop out of here. Let's try to see if we can quickly get into the off season. That's my somewhere up here. You guys, I don't know. I don't know where my hand is. Somewhere up here, you see the the battery logo. So let's see, where were we? Now we have to go to the bowl games, I believe. I think there's a section. A section for the playoffs. There is. No, I don't want to start a new game. I just want to simulate. Here we go. Simulate games. The gameplay isn't that good. You're not over exaggerating. Madden '08 on PS2. Honestly, man, NFL Game Day, Madden '99, '98, all that stuff plays better. Yeah, I think once they work on the gameplay, I'm hoping that since they have the foundation already on Dynasty, they don't have to worry about Dynasty too much next year. Just cleaning some stuff up, adding a few new things. I don't need them to go crazy. I think that's kind of the year they should focus on gameplay and really getting that where it needs to be. Hopefully, that's what happens. So, all right, guys, I'm trying to get this done because my battery is about to die. So that's how long it takes to get through a season here. That could barely play any games. So the playoffs should be 4-team playoff. I'm assuming. I'm not going to play a game. Maybe I'll make a separate video. I'm playing one of these playoff games, but right now I'm just going to. Yeah, so you get your 4 teams in the semifinals, and then you should get the championship game. As long as it didn't freeze. There we go. Your championship game is Massachusetts Wolves in Raleigh State. So I know that's North Carolina State. Definitely Axis is more polished right now. Maybe in a few years, Doug Flutie, Maximum Football can give them a run for their money. But right now, it's definitely more of a polished game. Okay, so off season, is it just the recruiting? You have recruiting board, you have training camp. Did we get anybody? We didn't get any commits. So I guess you have to do everything manually. So the off season, all right. So you can add points there. That's cool. Looks like recruiting is literally the same. It doesn't change for the off season. And then you just start preseason, and then it starts all over. So literally, you have that one week in the off season to get somebody, and then that's it. Then you go back to the regular season. So I'm gonna get up out of here because my stuff is about to die right now. My verdict on it, I'll probably make a video maybe talking about it when I let this digest some, and maybe play some more games. Gameplay is not where it needs to be. Overall, I like the overall kind of structure of it. They do need to kind of make stuff where you can see the top 25 if available. Interest of players, because everybody has the same or interested in the same teams. See, like East Florida this year is number 1 on everybody's list. Okay, there we go. We got a couple teams that was different. A little bit more diversity there. Just small stuff, but I think overall, they have a good foundation. Gameplay, if they could fix the sluggishness, I think that's my main issue. Everything's just so slow and so sluggish. If they could fix that by a patch, that's cool. If not, I hope they could do it next season or next year. That will definitely improve the gameplay a lot. Axis Football is $20. If you're talking about that's last year's game. I would not buy 18 for $20. If you're talking about 19, I like 19 a lot. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch my stream of 19. There should be a video on my channel that you can go through and watch right now. You can see some gameplay. Maybe I'll go live in a little bit, either some tonight, maybe this weekend. But that's basically it. So I'm gonna get up out of here. This will be archived. You guys can watch this back if you want to just see more gameplay. Can you import NCAA rosters? No. That on Doug Flutie. That's it. So yeah, or import. I don't know. I don't think you can import anything. I think you have to manually yourself make all of the teams. I don't think you could download any team if that's what you're asking. Maybe you could try to mod it somehow. Somebody will figure that out. But right now, it looks like you have to go through yourself and get all the teams. But that is it, you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. This one was long and drawn out and slow. So I definitely appreciate you guys sticking with me as we went through an entire season of Doug Flutie Maximum Football. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Yeah, man, I'll be back soon. Hopefully, either on Axis Football or something else. But you guys have a good day. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.